and this is going to piss people off, but I'm just going to shoot it straight.
That's why we're here.
That's why we're here. The Lions don't make the playoffs.
Wow! I didn't even think that was a possibility this year.
Are we making the playoffs? I looked at it this morning. There is an 11% chance that the Lions win the division.
Okay.
Yeah. See, I buried the lead.
Yeah,
I buried the lead on that one.
11%.
chance that the Lions win the division. Oh, my goodness. That's a pour, bro.
What are we drinking?
This is the Founders Porter. It's a classic. They've always got it available pretty much everywhere. 6.5%.
Nice.
Perfect after losing to the Packers on Thanksgiving Day.
Dark.
Yeah, so this is the Founders Porter. I would say this. When Amon Ra St Brown went out yesterday, I went straight to the fridge.
Okay, perfect, because I have my GD moment was when Williams, J-Mo dropped the 4th and 1. I literally walked up and just walked around my parents' house. I was like, I can't be here. I just have to walk.
And you said, I wish there was a Founders beer in this fridge.
As I was walking, I was like, this is my GD moment. I knew it.
God, bro, it when that happened, yeah, you're just like, we're screwed.
When did you know we were losing?
I would say it was probably the second time when they went for it on 4th and 2 and they scored that touchdown.
Them?
Yes, because it was when he didn't call timeout and they.
We're going to talk about it.
We're going to talk about it. So I think at that moment I said, oh boy, the writing feels like it's on the wall.
Yeah.
Because they have now converted twice on 4th and 2 or 4th down and both TDs. Because one of them was like a 20-yard bomb that they get. Yeah.
To Dontavian Wicks that was in the end zone. What's your...
Not a touchdown. Not a touchdown. The ball is shifting from the hand to the... Now, listen, Packers fans. I know you're sitting here, and I want to give you this. There was the blown no PI call on the Lions. So I'm not sitting here just saying... All in all, I think the officiating was actually very good.
That's good.
It is good.
Yeah, it's good.
I think the officiating was pretty great throughout it. There were just, there was a few tit for tat. But the touchdown, I walked away and I was like...
Ours just felt a little bit bigger. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. And that was... To me, I'm like, I don't care if that's the Lions playing, if it's the Chiefs playing. I don't care who it is. That don't feel like a touchdown.
Everyone on Twitter was like, oh, so you can... New York can call in against the Chiefs and say that wasn't a flag or whatever the frick it ended up being. And then you can clearly see that it either wasn't a catch or that it clearly was a false start.
There's no way. He had zero possession of that ball as it's shifting from the other hand from one hand to the other hand. And I'm like, you're going to count that first foot down?
I thought it was wild. I see how they... I see it.
Yeah.
But that doesn't make it right.
I know. I'm like...
It still makes it like...
It felt very iffy. And anything slowed down, anything that you put in slow-mo, you're like, yeah, I can see.
The refs don't have slow-mo.
Nope. New York does. So, hey, listen, I give the Packers credit because, man, they came in and they just converted. And they said we're going for the kill all game.
And we said...
We're struggling. We played from behind.
Here to play football, I guess?
That is 2 games in a row, Christian, where we haven't led once.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. This felt like last week. This felt like the Eagles. Since that Washington game, what are we doing?
Bro,
What's happening?
11% chance to win the North.
Okay, yeah.
52% chance of even making the playoffs. We are a coin flip.
Is it, how much?
Landed on Founders.
That means we win.
We're going to the playoffs.
Do we know how much other teams winning or losing affects that percentage? Like, do we hold the cards or do we have to rely on other teams?
First and foremost, I personally believe the Lions got to win out. I think we need 12 wins to make it in based on the fact that San Francisco, now we can get in with 4 if San Francisco, if Seattle, and if the Bears fall off the wagon.
We have, 5 games left?
We have 5 games left, and the problem is we are relying, I think, too heavily on other organizations to fail.
Yeah.
Than even us just winning.
They're not failing
no.
at the moment.
And like, okay, I was thinking about it. I'm like, the best reference I've got is Frank Ragnow coming back. Hey, It's beautiful, but it feels a lot like in the Battle of Helm's Deep.
A little bit too late.
It feels like, do you know when Haldir and all the elves show up at the last second? That's what this feels like. It feels like Frank Ragnow is Haldir and all the elves, and we're like, oh, we have a chance. You know what happens to Haldir?
I think they get lit.
He gets murdered up on that. And the worst part is, as he's dying and he's falling down and he's looking at all of his other elves dying, and he's basically just like, oh no, that's Ragnow. That's my fear. My fear, hey, we end up winning the Battle of Helm's Deep, though. That's right, we. It feels like too little, too late.
I was thinking about driving over here. I was like, what changed? Like, I guess we can start by breaking down the sides of the ball.
Sure.
Do you want to start on defense or offense?
Let's go offense.
Okay, I was going to start defense. That's fine, because I'm an offensive boy. I think I
and I like defense.
Perfect.
That's funny.
Josh likes defense too, and I'm like, that's just not my field.
Yeah.
Offense, we were dead. So it's like, I don't even know how much there is to talk about on offense. I mean, there's a few things, but the fact that, we were rocking with our third and fourth string tight ends, Sun God dies.
No Laporta.
Can we talk about these fourth downs?
What do you want to say about it? Because I got some feelings.
Why we still do
analytics, bro. And listen, the Lions led the league and being like, hey, we go for it on fourth.
I get
and now every other team is like, yeah, that's a great idea. And the Packers put a knife in our back using that, but we're not converting.
Going back to the Eagles game, I need to look up those stats, but like we went for it on fourth down
4 or 5 times and failed 4 or 5 times.
Exactly.
We failed every single time, and I think it's 5.
I can only imagine how many times we went for it on fourth down last week. I can't recall, but we went for it at least twice this past week against the Packers.
Yep.
Failed miserably.
Yep. Yeah, that one hurt. That was bad.
We're like maybe 1 for 8, 1 for 9 in the last 3 games.
Yep.
That's killing us.
It's bad. It is ugly. It is ugly. And you're like, you cannot sustain. And I get it. There's like a certain stubbornness of being like, this is our way and this is how we're going to do it. And I can appreciate it, but it is failing miserably. And you have a team that, yeah.
I hate when it's 4th and mid, 4th and 3, 4th and 4, and we hand it to Jahmyr Gibbs up the middle. I get it.
And he just gets.
I get it.
Yep.
He's fast.
Yep.
He's shifty. But Gibbs should be going to the outside. Very few plays should probably be having him running between the tackles. Can he make big plays?
Yeah, he ripped them off against New York a few times.
Of course, but when it's a play where we need 3 yards.
And Christian, our O-line, they're half of them are backups.
And our O-line is dead. I saw 2 names yesterday where
Colin, and
and freaking the stuff that
ayahuasca.
Aaron Rodgers smokes.
Yeah, you're right.
Freaking ayahuasca in there at center. We need to be putting a bowling ball behind to I don't know.
Yeah, no, not with what our O-line is at the moment. No Glasgow. You've got backups in there, and you're trying on 4th and 3 to send Jahmyr. And listen, I love Jahmyr, and he can do it.
Sure.
But the O-line is so banged up. And that's why Frank Ragnow's coming back. I got to imagine.
I saw a theory that he was injured. And so he retired.
Been wondering.
Instead of them putting him on IR. And then he just came back.
And then just say, hey, come on back. Stay in shape. Do your thing. And you're going to have 13 weeks rest, and everybody's going to think it's over. I literally been wondering that.
Yeah, I saw that theory, and I'm like,
it's a great theory.
Was he hurt?
I mean, he definitely has been struggling. He had the toe thing, the neck. Like, he's had a lot going on. But there is a way about it where it's like, maybe this was always in the cards.
We just, unfortunately, maybe it is a little bit too little too late.
I think he's sitting at home watching that game thinking we got to win so that my coming back is worth it.
It's actually worth it so that...
I really think the Lions got to win out, bro.
It's back and dies.
And I hate to say it. And you know what? I'm just going to say this, bro.
Sure. Say something.
Back when I did the, right after the bye, I did a video basically going through the odds of the next couple games and just being like, hey, I think the Lions are going to land here, whatever. I talked about the Lions losing on Thanksgiving Day.
Sure.
People didn't want to hear it. People were mad.
It ruined your holiday.
It ruined my holiday. Some guy commented, Jeff Marshall 10:15, and he said, "First and last time I watch your videos after you picked the Packers. Never again."
Hey, Jeff Marshall? F you. We just lost. We got swept by the Pack.
Sorry
for being a truth teller.
For being a realist, because I'm like, and then another guy, he was basically like, there's absolutely no way Green Bay beats us on Thanksgiving. This is Michael Kananwaski. They are overperforming like a son of a bee, and the reality will come crashing down very soon. The only reason they beat us is because we didn't play a single starter all preseason. So the game against Green Bay was our preseason. No way in the universe Lions lose to the Packers on Thanksgiving.
Hey, Michael Kadashimashka, go smoke some ayahuasca with Aaron Rodgers and clear your head. Okay.
I don't like doing the I told you so game, but here I got another one.
But like, come on.
I could go down the list. I have so many. One guy said, this is Robert, 3398.
Oh, I hate you, Robert.
I don't like your numbers. They're not great. Forget you, man, saying we'll be swept by the Packers. I said, bro, I don't want this to happen. I'm sorry, but it's gonna happen. And like, I get it. I don't want to hear that. You have any idea how much that ruined my damn day?
I guess that means we're not slappies. So if anybody was watching this thing, we're slappies.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Josh might be.
Well, there's a certain realism here where I'm just looking and I'm like, our team is not playing championship caliber. And I don't want to be the Debbie Downer. But having sat with you for years, watching our team suck,
and then
seeing
not
us
suck.
Ascend to greatness, and we have perspective of saying, you know what it takes to win it all at this point. And I don't think this team has it.
We're playing middle ball right now.
We are playing mid-tier ball.
I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because we're dead. Okay. Let's switch to defense.
Okay.
The f is going on with our defensive line?
That's it. That's my thing.
Like I looked up this morning. I was trying to figure out like some stats. I was like, compare last year's defense to this defense.
Okay.
We're not that far. We're on pace with what we're doing last year.
Defensively?
With sacks, pressures, and picks.
Wow, okay.
Like, we had 48 sacks last year. Currently, we're at 33.
Wow, okay.
So I'm like, that's like 3 a game.
And we got none yesterday. We had no pressure. We had zero pressure on Jordan Love.
And it's like...
Aleem McNeil's not back up to where he needs to be. You can tell the injury's still there.
Everyone is always like, can we talk about Hutch now? And I'm like, I don't want to talk... I don't think talking about specific players on the D line because of, are they getting double teamed?
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
Is it the scheme? But whatever it is, the whole defensive line as a whole,
lackluster,
not working.
Yeah.
I didn't think Jordan Love was a mobile quarterback. He's not, but yet he eluded us a bunch.
Yep, and was able to extend a play and then just get the ball out. And I just looked yesterday, and I'm like, the D-line has zero pressure. And I heard some people like, oh, Marcus Davenport's back. And I'm like, Marcus Davenport is dead to me. In Honolulu Blue. Like, I don't want to see him in Honolulu Blue ever again. Get rid of him.
That's how Josh feels about Amik
Robertson. Amik Robertson. Josh, shout out to you. We know how much you hate Amik.
Shout out, Josh. Yeah.
Shout out, Josh.
Yeah.
I just look at it, and I'm like, I think it all... Because what you're asking your DBs, what you're asking your linebackers, what you're asking the safety, you're asking so much of them in coverage if you can't apply pressure.
They are, like, yes, obviously we can scrutinize them, but they are, like, the last thing that we should be scrutinizing. If our D-line, because then the offense will always have the upper hand.
Yep.
So we can't really scrutinize the defense.
Nope. There is too much time. And the fact that friggin' Love has enough time to stand in the pocket and throw a moon ball 40 some odd yards down the field, and Christian Watson's able to get to it, I'm just like, that's on our D-line.
Oh my,
it's on our D-line. Like, I can't expect Amik. I can't expect Branch. I can't expect, heck, I don't even think Kirby Joseph to run step for step with Watson on a ball that you're streaking downfield like that. And I just think we need more pressure up front. We don't have it.
Are we not sending pressure?
I don't know. We did. I'd have to look at the percentage. I felt like I saw quite a few blitzes dialed up. But they didn't do what they were supposed to do. And the one when Green Bay is at the end zone and you watched and Brady ended up breaking it down. I think it was Amik and Harper maybe. I forget who the two DBs were. but they were trying to figure out who's going to cover who.
Oh.
And then, whoever that was it Wicks? Whoever the kid was who
Wicks, yeah.
ran all the way outside.
Great play, though.
Beautiful play.
Great play design. It's very hard to defend.
And I look at Green Bay and they came prepared. They were ready.
Sure.
And they kicked our ass. And we played from behind again. And I'm sick and tired of playing from behind.
It was, but how did we only lose by 7, though? Okay,
That's a great question.
Let's talk about play calling.
Sure.
Why didn't we kick that field goal on the JMO 4th and 1 drop? Sure, obviously you're like, oh, well, if he catches that ball, we don't need to kick the field goal. We're down by 10 points anyway.
10 points anyway. And how much time was still left on the clock on that one?
6 and change,
Yeah.
I thought.
Yeah. And it's a far kick for Bates because, I don't trust Bates after 50, honestly. And I know
didn't
that
think it was that far. I thought we were on the 30.
Really? We were that far up?
Yeah.
I gotta check that one.
If you know, let us know.
Yeah, let us know where we were exactly.
I definitely thought that was field goalable.
We were on their side of the field. I feel like we were too close to the 50 if I remember correctly, where it just felt like we should have punted. I felt like we should have taken a delay a game, punted, because now they're starting on 45, 40.
Yeah.
So it's just mismanagement.
And that's honestly, if I would love to go back and see how many points we've given up off of our failed 4th downs.
Bro, I don't
because
want to
if
that
stat. I mean, that might be leading to our demise.
Yeah, because we pretty much play 7 or nothing.
I think I saw last week. It was the starting field position for the Giants. They had the ball on the 35 in the 4th, and they said that this was the farthest back that they had started all game. And I'm like, what do you mean? This was this is where the kickoff is.
Yeah.
They've started on that side of their 35 the entire game. No wonder why we couldn't
barely beat.
We had to go into OT to beat the Giants.
Go into OT. So that's right there. You had to go into overtime to beat the New York Giants. I think better than their record shows.
Sure.
But at the same time, still not good. And I'm like, if you want to be a Super Bowl team, what are you doing?
You should be beating them.
You should be beating them handily. I'm talking about
against
10.
Jameis Winston.
Yes.
And no Cam Scatterbo.
Oh, no Cam.
And
no Neighbors, right? He's gone.
No head coach.
Wow. Yep. And meanwhile, Green Bay comes to town on Thanksgiving and just gives us a take. And you know what? There's also the aspect of, for the last 2 years, the Lions have been outstanding in our division.
Yeah.
Last year, what did we go? 5-1?
Almost too good.
Yeah, in the year before that, I think we went maybe 6-0. I could be wrong, but from what I remember, the Lions. Let me look it up. I want to get that stat. Correct.
It's crazy to think about how many games that we actually haven't lost in the last 3 years. Because we're 7-5 now. 7-6.
We are 7-5.
Okay, so the last 2 years combined, we've only lost 7 games.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. 8 games if you want to include the playoff.
But that's what I was telling Andrew.
Still.
I was like, dude, I only experienced 2 season losses last year.
Yeah.
We've experienced double plus some this year, and the angst and the pain.
And I think I was recognizing that maybe a week or two ago. I was like, oh, this is what football is.
This is normal.
Teams don't usually go 15-2.
No.
Teams are usually 11-6. 12-5.
And we got really spoiled.
We got so spoiled.
And we just ate it up, and then anticipate and expect that much this year of being we should be that good again.
It's just a bummer to think that maybe that Super Bowl window really was 2 years, and maybe even the one with San Fran. It's the San Fran one. It's a real big bummer that what's his face didn't catch that ball.
Oh, Vildor? In fact, I was texting a buddy who was like, Goff doesn't have it in the big moments. And I disagree. I think because against San Francisco, anybody who tells me it's Goff's fault, I write off immediately and say, you don't know literally what the hell you're talking about. You're telling me it's Goff's fault Vildor let a ball bounce off his face through his mitts into Ayuk's hand on the 2-yard line. You're telling me it's Goff's fault that Jahmyr Gibbs fumbled on the 20, 25. You're telling me it's Goff's fault that Josh Reynolds dropped 2 balls on 4th down.
JR, man.
That would have converted and probably ended up in score. No.
We probably would have won that Super Bowl.
Yes, against the Chiefs. It would have been bookends. Like, it would have been, even if we didn't. The fact that you get the monkey off your back of being like, you've never been to one. And so I look at it, and I think that was the year. I think we punched above our weight class.
We did.
We were we had this unstoppable.
Nobody was expecting us. We were still new.
It felt like Washington last year.
100%.
Right.
Now look at Washington this year. Are they even a football team?
Okay, so that's my thing is sometimes though, and this is like my encouragement to the fan base.
Okay.
Sometimes you got to take a step back before you can go forward again.
Ooh.
Right? Like sometimes you do need to take that step back in order to take one or two forward.
Keep going.
And so like I just think that this is our step back year.
Ooh.
Look at what our schedule, when we saw that come out, it was like
I mean, yeah, that we were unfortunate. We were expecting this.
yes.
But expecting it and then living it. So different.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's actually a really good way to put it because I predicted 11-6 at the beginning.
Yeah,
you had 10-7 and you had us not even win the division.
I'm still really 10-7. I'm on par for that.
You are on par for that.
That's a bummer.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think we win 3 of these games. I think we will be a 10-7
Who else
team.
did we lose to aside from the Rams?
Oh God, I said it, and people are gonna. First of all, Dallas is playing offensively.
I know what the frick. I didn't watch the ending of that game, but we had the first quarter on, and I didn't really see much. I might have to go watch it.
I love watching the Chiefs lose, but I hate 100%. Knowing that Dallas is playing like this.
No, Taylor asked me. She's like, "So who do we want to win?" And I'm like, Dallas.
Yeah. Like personally, though, I'm also like, you want a team that's coming off of a win that's won now 2-3 in a row. They are playing good football, but you almost want to catch them where like we're pissed off and we need to win.
Are we home?
Yes, and we are.
God.
Desperate. We are desperate for a win. So I think that bodes in our favor. But we're at St. Brown's out.
They're desperate for a win too. Yeah. What the frick? What's going on with St. Brown?
Ankle. That guy rolled it, and I think he's out for, it sounds like, 2 weeks at least.
Not only was it a guy, it was our backup. It was like cologne or ayahuasca. Yep. It was one of those two that said, "Hey, I'm in."
The same way. You know what? The whole game boded it not well for us when the guy stepped on Goff's foot immediately.
It was the first play.
First play, and I was like, no.
I was like, that's not good.
No. So I think like with Dallas, when I look at the rest of our schedule, Dallas is a coin flip.
Yeah.
Offensively, they're killing it. You know what our defense is doing?
Not killing it.
Bingo.
Bears.
What percent chance?
10? I don't know. Like, what happens if?
No, I think there's a. I'll give them 40% chance that they win this game.
They're at Philly. Ooh. Yeah, I think they're at Philly.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know.
But
I'm giving them 40% because Philly is all over the freaking place.
I know, but if Philly wins or if Philly loses,
I'll go nuts.
I'm gonna go nuts.
It's gonna, my Thanksgiving's already ruined.
It's my Black Friday.
Not that I was celebrating it anyway.
Immediately it turns into a Red Friday.
I was thinking about. That's a good one. Yeah, dude. I cannot believe that the Bears, they might win this division. Now they've got a kind of a tough road ahead of them. They got to play the Packers twice. That's huge. That's huge.
Those would be good games, though.
Those would be great games. And it's like Packers, Packers.
Watching those ones.
And I'm going to look away and be like, dear God, I would rather the Packers win the division than the Chicago Bears.
Yes.
Because F. Ben Johnson.
Sure. No, unfortunately, that's crazy when you say that.
I know.
You said you would rather have the Packers raise another banner.
Yep.
Than have Ben
the Bears.
Johnson.
Yeah.
And
F. Ben
Painted
Johnson.
Nails Caleb. Raise a banner on your ass.
I don't like it when you put it like that. Let's just go back to being like, man, I really hope the Lions could get that 11% chance of winning the division. Lions would have to win out. Bears and Packers are going to have to split.
I really hope I can watch a lot of this game against the Bears because I haven't really watched the Bears.
Yeah, there's nothing fun to watch about.
Well, I guess
they back into W's.
Exactly. I'm like, how are you winning? Is it your defense? Is it your offense? Like, what are you getting turnovers?
That's fair.
How are you winning? Because I truly don't know
and don't care because they're the team that gets clapped week 1 of the playoffs.
Yeah. They can go to the playoffs all they want.
Let them be a sacrificial lamb to either the Eagles or the Rams.
Not a chance because unless they win the division though.
Which winning the division? Yeah, Soldier Field. So if Philly goes to town. That's fine.
Yes.
Right? Like if Philly kind of falls off and then they got to go to Chicago. Oh, wait. Well, no, they wouldn't. It'd have to be a wild card team. My bad.
What if Chicago is the number 1 seed?
No, there's no way.
Well,
look at the Rams. Look at the Rams. They're too good.
I will. I'm going to look at their schedule.
Pull up the schedule.
I'm going to pull up the Rams schedule because
wish we were live streaming this.
I know.
Which we will. We will be live streaming. That's
Dude,
exciting.
Yeah, we'll live stream it on the game that determines if we make the playoffs. Okay. Damn, Rams are winning it all. They play the Panthers.
Win.
They play the Cardinals.
Win.
They play us.
Win.
They play the Seahawks at Seattle.
I'm going to give them a loss.
And then the Falcons.
Win.
And then the Cardinals again.
They got a lot of games left. 6. So maybe. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, it is that time. Certain teams have buys. We've already. Okay. Yeah. So they're going 5-1.
Yeah, they lose 1.
Maybe 2.
So they're 14-3.
14-3. Yep. That's a 1 seed right there.
And then what are the?
Because Philly's already lost 2. At least they lost to, I know, us and the they lost to the Giants, and it was another weird team.
Okay, Bears.
Was it Denver?
Bears have Eagles. Wait, no.
Yeah.
Yep, Eagles. Packers. Browns.
Loss, win.
Packers.
Loss.
49ers.
Oh, win.
Loss.
Oh. Let's just, because for the sake of it, I have said they beat us.
Sure.
They go 3-3 to finish out the season.
So 3-3.
11-6.
11-7. 11-6.
11-6. Yeah. But the Packers,
that tie could F them. Well, I don't know.
No, the tie helps. I hate the tie. I hate that tie.
If you have a better idea for how ties should be handled or overtime, let us know your thoughts.
Please break it down.
I'm
going to send an email to Roger.
We should all be sending emails to Roger
constantly and say, look at this year. Look at the mess you've created.
Fire Ron Tolbert.
Oh, bro. I'm just like, I hate to say, like, I looked at Andrea yesterday and I said, I resigned to the fact that I really, and this is going to piss people off, but I'm just going to shoot it straight.
That's why we're here.
The Lions don't make the playoffs.
Wow. I didn't even think that was a possibility this year. When's the last time we haven't made the playoffs?
It's been 3 years.
We were all living in apartments back then.
Yeah. Well, like, we were in the NFC Championship, the division round. We were the 1 seed, so this would be the 3rd year if we make it. And it's not
playoffs. We're not making the playoffs.
Look, bro, this is the last thing I want in my life. The last thing right now that I want in my life is for the Lions not to make the playoffs. But I really am like, it's not out of anger, or it's not out of being like, oh, you just don't believe. Bro, reality. I want to believe. But when I look at the reality of the situation, we are not playing championship caliber team. We can't beat the good teams.
No.
We're barely beating mediocre teams.
Yeah. We're a different team than we were in the beginning of the season.
And we're just a different team. You've lost Laporta. You've lost St. Brown for the next 2 weeks. Ragnow is coming back. That's awesome.
Probably another 2 weeks.
Yeah, but so who's wide receiver 1? J-Mo, and J-Mo's dropping passes left and right. Don't get me wrong. The one that got through him was behind him. That is a tough catch.
4th and 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a tough catch. But in the midst.
So that's also his job.
It's also his job. Catch the ball.
Got gloves on.
And I just look at it and I'm like, I don't know, because we've got Dallas, we've got LA, we've got Pittsburgh, Minnesota, and Chicago. Let's do a little best case.
We could lose 3 games.
Worst case, I think we lose 3.
Yeah,
I literally think we lose.
3.
I think we lose Dallas, LA, Chicago.
Sure. I can see us losing to Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
they have a good defense,
bro. That's a 9-8 season. That is a 9-8 season.
Who are we, Pittsburgh? At 9-8, is Mike Tomlin our head coach, and we're barely sneaking into the wild card?
We don't even make the wild card at that point.
And what sucks about 9-8 is we don't even get.
You're in purgatory.
You don't even get good drafts.
No, you're in purgatory.
No, 9-8, and I've said this for years. I do not want to be in middle of the pack.
Never.
I want to be front, or I want to be back.
Have a crap season or the best season. That's it.
9-8, we can't. What are we going to do at 9?
You're Pittsburgh forever.
Okay. What do we need to draft?
Before we get to what do we need to draft, best case scenario. So we've done the worst case. Lions land at 9-8. We lose 3 of these next.
Sure.
Best case, we beat Dallas.
Okay.
We lose to the Rams.
Sure.
Okay. And then when it's we beat Pittsburgh.
Sure.
You beat Minnesota because you have to.
Because Brosmer is probably still going to be playing.
And at this point, you have 10 W's. That game against Chicago becomes.
You're telling me 10 dubs doesn't get us into the playoffs?
No, absolutely not with the way Seattle and the Niners are playing.
How many teams from the NFC get in the playoffs? 6? 7?
Well, 7. Yeah, it's 7 and 7.
So each division winner, and then 3
wild cards.
Wild cards.
Right now, we're not even in it. We're sniffing it.
Every time they throw up that graphic and it says that we're lurking, I was like, what year is it?
Yeah.
What do you mean we're lurking?
Lurking in the hunt.
We're not. We are the hunt. What are you talking about?
Bro. And that's where that last game against Chicago, that becomes for it all. That becomes for the 7th spot wild card. Christian, that's our best case scenario.
Are we live streaming that game?
I don't think I could mentally handle it. You should have seen me writhing on the ground.
Every once in a while, I would talk to Taylor. I would mention, like, I can only imagine what Jay's doing right now.
You know what? I was pretty quiet. In fact, I just kind of sat there and just looked, and I was like, my Thanksgiving's ruined.
Did you wear a jersey?
Yeah, Barry Sanders.
Okay.
Yeah, I had to go Barry.
I wore JMO.
Smart.
She wore Gibbs. Josh wore Gibbs.
Okay.
Every time I wore my St. Brown jersey, we've lost. So I didn't wear it. I was like, I'll go JMO. We won last time I wore JMO.
Okay.
JMO.
Don't wear. Well, now that Saint's out, maybe we need you to.
Maybe I could have worn.
Yeah, Andrea was wearing her St. Brown, and when he went out, she goes, nope. Took it off. I think I've rubbed off like the superstition. And then she put on the white berry. And she was like, all right, maybe we're good. We were not good. I'm not worried about Watson. Don't get me wrong.
I'm not worried about Love.
I'm not
He threw 4 touchdowns yesterday. 4!
Yeah. Oh, my buddy Joe, who was on the show.
Uh-huh.
He sent us a voice memo. I forgot.
Oh, yeah. I feel like he said he was going to do that.
Yeah, he said he was going to do that. So let's just do that. Maybe that's the way to wrap this episode up.
4
Listen
touchdowns?
Yeah, bro, I can't talk about it. I don't want to. There's like a level of I can't talk about this.
I saw 4 TDs on the TV.
Yep.
The stat
First
line.
time since 1994, like Favre did it on Thanksgiving as a Packer.
4?
4. All right, here we go. From Joe. This is going to be rough.
All right. Well, before we get into the game, I do want to just quickly say thank you to Jay, Josh, Christian.
That's me.
Really appreciated you let me come into the studio, rolling right in and going into an hour and a half straight of phenomenal football talk.
It was incredible.
We could have gone for another 3 hours.
Yeah.
Really appreciate it. Honestly, it was a delight to be able to spend that time with you guys the other day. And a delight to see all everybody else tuning in. Appreciate the comments from Lions and Packers fans alike.
Yeah.
It's like this man hosts the show.
It's almost like he's like a part of it.
Glad to be able to be a part of it.
Probably have him back.
If we make the playoffs.
So hopefully all
should have him
that
back anyway.
good welfare
fair.
I've just established will help this sting a little bit less, because yesterday was Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And it was nothing but cheese curds and blue turds out there, folks. But sincerely, I mean, positive end for Green Bay. Jordan Love balled out, 4 touchdowns. The defense was flying around.
That's true.
Would have loved to seen a turnover happen. Both teams played a clean ball in that way. But of course, I cannot be mad with the 3 sacks that they stacked up. And of course, 2.5 from Mr. Micah Parsons himself. Now, I was in the studio on Monday, but if anyone tuned in back in week 1, Jay had me similarly drop a voice memo to give a Packers fan perspective on what the keys to the game would be for the Packers. And I decided, hey, let me go back and just check out that video again in retrospect.
Oh, I wish you didn't.
It's a bad idea.
I tell you what, some of those
want more beer?
comments from that video back in week 1 regarding the Packers adding Micah Parsons have aged like the Lions O-line. poorly, and they do not hold up.
Ugh.
Although the Lions' offensive line does hold, they hold Micah Parsons quite a bit.
Wow.
And Mr. Tom Brady himself agreed with that yesterday on the broadcast.
Joe's got all the jokes.
Now,
Tom Brady also agreed with the false start.
I'm not going to get all into some of the calls yesterday. I'll let you guys debate that. I think the one
Already
that's
debated.
the most interesting,
Already
one,
accurate.
the most controversial, the one that's like is Chauncey
Touchdown.
Billups puppeting the NFL now. That is, of course, the timeout of it all. So I'll let you guys chat about this. But, I think there's some other things that I'd love to hear your guys'
I would love to hear what you think, Joe. Was it a timeout?
Goff played pretty well. I think only 6 incompletions. Obviously, those 3 sacks don't help him, but that's also on the line there. I think he did well, especially with Amon Ra dropping on out there early on. Hopefully, he's doing all right. Obviously,
he's not
sending this to you before any reports are coming out about how long-term his injury might be.
Minimally.
No-show JMO, I think, listens to the pod because see those bricks for hands showing up on a key crucial down. But sincerely, Goff did seem to play well. I think Frank Ragnow listens to the pod because we were talking about him on Monday, and then next thing you know, come Wednesday, he's pulling himself back out of retirement. So maybe manifest something here a little bit with what you guys want to see happen the rest of the season. But speaking of the rest of the season, obviously the Lions have got some things they've got to address.
No, we don't. We're perfect.
Yeah, we're great.
Key injuries across the play.
We're fine.
Plate.
We're fine.
Dan Campbell being 0 for 7 on 4th down calls
Thank you.
over the last couple of weeks.
Unreal.
Very uncharacteristic. I know Dan Campbell, he's known when to hold them. Maybe now needs to know when to fold them.
Wow.
But
He had to have written all
as
these
it
down.
currently
This is
starts,
too good.
He's just like
stands,
watching the game, just
excuse
like
me.
taking notes.
The Packers now look to have about a 92% chance of making the playoffs. We still have some things that we need to clean up. The Lions are looking at a 55% chance, but who knows with
Our
the
odds went up.
Chicago Bears of it all. The Bucks have looked a little hit or miss, so that NFC South is looking weak.
I hate
Although
the
the
NFC South.
Cowboys pulling off a win against the Chiefs
They're like a high
make
school
next Thursday game even
division.
more interesting. But listen, again, thank you all so much. It is about to be a December to remember.
I hate you,
So
Joe.
with that, I say happy Toyota-thon to all, and to all a good listen.
Man, if Green Bay wins the Super Bowl, I'm going to punch him in the face.
I think he would allow us to. I think he'd be like, I'll let you.
That's fine.
It was worth it.
For content.
For content here on the show, we just pop.
We each get one pop.
Oh, God. I wouldn't want to hit Joe. He's too kind. Give me somebody else. Give me somebody who sucks. He brought up a lot of good stuff in that, and I think the biggest one that stands out is 0 for 7 on 4th down.
0 for 7 on 4th downs. I knew I wasn't crazy.
No, you weren't. That's accurate.
You don't convert on 4th downs. You are going to lose games.
Oh, my God, 100%.
And why? Okay, so why aren't we converting? Why aren't we converting on 4th downs?
I don't know. I don't know if it's the play call itself or is it the fact that other teams know how badly we are going to go for it, and they're just prepared, and they are mentally prepared. They've watched film. They're ready for whatever the design is. There is a level of we have done it so much so often that like when I'm watching the Packers, I go, I have no idea what they're about to do.
Sure.
On 4th, when it's us, I'm like, all right, this feels like it's gonna be Gibbs up the middle.
That's what
or it's gonna be a fake, and we're gonna try to fade it out, and then Goff gets plastered, and you're like. There's a level of we've done it so much that people are anticipating everything, and everything is going the wrong way.
I wonder how many of those 4th downs that we haven't converted, we chose to run it.
Let's look it up. Gonna have to look it up
Because it has to be at least 3 or 4.
It feels like it. Yeah.
Every one against Philly, it was a run.
Yeah.
Because I texted you guys.
Yep.
I was like, why are we still having Gibbs run the ball? If we're going to run the ball, put Monty in.
Let the horse work.
I don't understand.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. You have any last thoughts?
Aside from my toes being a little cold.
Sure.
Okay.
Warm enough over there?
Yeah, of course. I'm probably warmer than you. Appreciate
Probably.
it. Probably. Final thoughts. Do we make the playoffs? Yes or no? It's a long side.
Yeah.
I don't think we make it either.
Yeah, no, I don't. And again, I don't see it as a way of being like, oh, you know, like being like sad and sappy about it. I look at it and say, we have taken a major step back.
Sure.
We are not playing championship caliber ball.
No.
Specifically, look at the last 2 years.
Yeah.
And look at the way these other teams are performing. I'm just like, I don't see it in us. Ragnow is going to be a boost.
Sure.
I got to imagine it's going to be huge. And at the same time, I got to see it first.
Well, okay. It's like, would you, at this point, it kind of feels like, it's like, would you rather make the playoffs?
Sure.
And not, you're not winning the Super Bowl. Like, we're not beating the Rams. We are not beating.
It'd be interesting to play Indy or New England.
Freaking Danny Dimes broke his fibula or something.
I didn't see that.
Oh, maybe he didn't break it, but he's injured. He's like limping. So I don't know if he's still playing, but I'm like, would you rather skate by, get into the 7th seed, make the playoffs, just to say that you made the playoffs?
I hate to admit it, but yeah, because there's been so many years of just not
making the playoffs. Yeah, that's
that
fine.
I'm just like, F it, give me a chance. Because like, Christian,
talk to me, Jay.
Is there any hope?
Minimal.
There never was much hope.
Yeah.
Just a fool's hope.
Just a fool's hope.
That's what the Lions are.
Yep.
Fool's hope.
Yep. And that's how I look at it. It's a lot like Frodo and Sam bringing the ring. There was never much hope.
Just the friends we make along the way.
Like Aomer.
Like Aomer. The Packers.
Yeah, well, that's a wrap.